All right, gang, for our supine single leg hip flexion overcoming isometric here, any kind of overcoming isometric is pushing against an immovable object. Now, this technically isn't quite an immovable object. However, most people are going to be much stronger in upper body pushing than you're going to be with a single leg hip flexion, in which case you're probably going to be overcoming in this way. So it's not true, but going to be good enough here. And it's a little bit safer here being on the ground. Okay, so we're in a supine position here. Even though we're laying down, we still want a good stack of thorax on top of pelvis, so big breath in. Exhale, let the lower ribs just fall naturally down towards the belt buckle, but also down towards the ground. Your lower back, it's not necessary that your low back kisses the ground, but ideally, I think in my eyes, it kind of should. I just don't want you like driving the low back into the ground. Okay, just let it kind of, your ribs naturally fall. Bring one leg up into hip flexion. So in this case, I'm gonna work my left leg. Take your hands, put it on top of your thigh. Now you can start at a 90-degree angle. You can go a little bit down here if you can reach. You can come up into a little bit more end range flexion. Just careful when you come into like end range hip flexion. Watch my pelvis here. If I pull it too far, you see how my pelvis comes off the ground? So you wanna make sure you kind of keep it down here. So you notice how my leg kind of went back when I bring my pelvis down. Watch my knee, okay? So that's kind of my end range flexion is. So again, it's not quite 90, it's about here. So let's just work this for the sake of the drill. All right, so from here, we're gonna basically push down and we're gonna resist and push, sorry, I should say we're gonna push up into the hands and resist with the hands, okay? You wanna ramp it up for 3 to 5 seconds to max contraction, and then hold your max contraction for 5 seconds. Breathe throughout. Small breaths. And relax, okay? And repeat. Guys, that is your supine single leg hip flexion overcoming isometric.